The 9 types of writing in EOI Exam. Hi, this is Toya Santa Cruz. I've been an EOI teacher for 15 years, as many of you know by now. Back in 2019, I created a website called The EOI Experience with resources for teachers that EOIs all around the country use to prepare their official students. I don't know if you knew this about me, but then I realized that I could help a lot more people, and I created EOI por Libre to help you succeed at your EOI exam. One of the things that I've seen with my official students over the years, and that I continue to see now with many of my students at EOI por Libre, is that they feel insecure in their writing tests. They want to have a writing guide to plan each kind of writing. They want to know which types of writing they can find in the exam, which specific examples. They want to use the right connectors, and they want to make the writing stand out, of course. And I'm pretty sure you probably share their concerns. So I'm going to tell you something. The first video that I recorded about the 9 types of writing was so boring that I decided not to publish it. I mean, you would have fallen asleep, literally, watching it. Yes, and this is because explaining how to write better in an amusing or entertaining way is not that simple. So to begin this brand new series called EOI Exam Tasks, I'll try my best to give you a summary of the most popular text types, simply that, and then I'll publish a video for each kind of writing in particular. So if you want to be super well prepared for your writing exam, make sure you subscribe to the channel down there somewhere and activate the bell so you'll be notified when the next video is released. All right, so let's get started and let's keep it straight and to the point. In the exam, you will find 2 types of writing tasks. 2, a written production and a written interaction. In the written production task, you will be asked to produce a text with a particular intent. It may be a letter to ask for information, or a letter to the editor, or a composition in the form of an essay. A context or situation is sometimes provided, but not always. It's not guaranteed. And you're not responding to anything, okay? Written production examples are giving your opinion about education, an article about online user trends, a proposal of how to make your city more eco-friendly, okay? And the other type of interaction task, this task is the coproducción, also known as coproducción. And as the name indicates, you need to interact with someone in written form. So you're responding to some kind of message or prompt inputs that you've previously received. Interaction usually comes in the form of an email, a letter, something like that, or a blog post. And a context is always given. And oftentimes you're given 2 or 3 points you need to respond to. Examples of interaction are an email asking you to provide tips for a trip, a request for information about what to do in your city, or a reply to a comment in an online forum about online education, consumerism, or how to do your bit for the environment. Okay, you're following me, right? Good. And this is very important now. You will have to do both tasks. You cannot choose. You have to do both the production and the interaction. And now pay attention to this because this is important. In some autonomous communities, you can choose between 2 options, usually in the interaction part. But in others, in most of them, actually, you can't choose. You're given 2 tasks, 1 for production, 1 for interaction. That's it. Okay, now, which are the types of writing tasks in EOI exams that are the most popular? Okay, there are 9 types of writing tasks, okay, that come up once and again in the exams. So I'm going to tell you about them one by one, very briefly. Formal letters or emails, this is number 1. Examples of formal letters or emails are a letter to the editor, a complaint letter, or a letter to request information, okay? Number 2, informal letters or emails. These are, for example, a letter or email to a friend for travel arrangements, an email to invite somebody to a celebration, or an email to plan a party. Articles, this is number 3, okay? As with any writing, make sure your introductory paragraph is engaging. Make sure your opening statement is disruptive, or it includes a rhetorical questions. We'll see this in the video about articles, okay? Now 4 is reports. What is a report? Okay, they're usually official documents, okay, outlining the facts of a topic one by one, typically written by someone who has been assigned to investigate it. Okay, typical examples: description of a situation that is, and the recommendations for how to improve it, okay? How to make your city more eco-friendly, how to work more efficiently in your company, or an evaluation of data or analytics, okay? For example, trends in education, consumer habits, happiness connected with income, things like that. And you're given charts sometimes. Okay, number 5, proposals. But what is a proposal? Okay, a proposal is a detailed description, okay, of a series of activities that you suggest so you can solve a certain problem, okay? So a proposal is a way to pitch an idea and state your requirements. You're asking for things to be different, okay? For example, a proposal to improve your school, to make your city more eco-friendly, or to ask for better sport facilities and things like that. Okay. Number 6, job application letter. This is a very, very popular one, as you already probably know. So then we have a job application letter in which you offer your experience, you offer your knowledge, and you offer your skills. So you need to know 2 things here, mainly. Some more, but 2 mainly. The structure of an application letter, first thing, and the nice structures and vocabulary and expressions that are going to make a difference to describe those skills, to describe that knowledge, to describe how you can contribute, okay? And we'll see this in the video about application letters. Okay, number 7, there we go. Essays. There are many types: argumentative, for and pros and cons, for and against. Essays are easy when you have continuous practice and individual feedback. This is very important. Individual feedback is valuable for all of them, but I'm sure you find a video about essays super clarifying when we release it. Let's go for number 8. That is reviews. Okay, what is a review? A review is basically somebody's opinion about something. A book, a film, a theater play, a concert, a restaurant, something that you have experienced. So a good piece of advice is to judge what you are reviewing for what it is. Simply that, based on reasonable expectations. And of course, express your opinion honestly and avoiding to be nasty about it, of course. And finally, we have stories and anecdotes, and these are very personal, okay? But we're going to give you a lot of tips in the video for stories and anecdotes, okay? So you can make it personal, but also have some tricks to show off when you're writing your story or anecdote in the exam. Okay, and there are other writings that you can find in the exam, like a biography, for example, describing someone you admire, especially in levels B1 and B2, but they are less common. Okay, now, there's one thing that you really, really need to be aware of. We've seen the 9 types of writing that are the most popular, okay? But there is something that goes with all of them. How to use the grammar to your advantage, okay? The grammar that you already know, the grammar that you've been studying for so many years, how to use it to your advantage. So you may wonder, but Toya, how can I do this? I mean, it's not that easy. I plan, and how can I introduce this structure or this other, and then the vocabulary, and then the connectors? Okay. Look, each task has a different purpose. This is very important. You just need to bear in mind the purpose. The purpose of it. What is it for? So this means that you will need to use structures that are appropriate for that purpose. Whether it's giving advice, whether it's giving your opinion, whether it's a recommendation, or writing a proposal, yes, and so on. So every kind of writing has a different purpose, and that is the essence of the writing, and that's what's telling you what kind of structures you'll need to use. Okay, and I will tell you all about which structures to use for each kind of writing in the series that we have created for you at EOI Por Libre, a series with videos called EOI Writing Exam Tasks. that will help you prepare for your EOI writing test with clear, effective strategies to succeed in your EOI exam. Because, I mean, that's the purpose of all of us in the end, that you can succeed in your exam. And of course, as you already know, in our free app, you will find resources like readings, listenings, audios about the topics of the EOI exam. You will also have scripts that you can read while you listen to practice, and that will help you expand your vocabulary, expand your structures, your phrasal verbs, your collocations, so you can use them later in the exam and in real life more naturally. And I am sure you're gonna love it. There are thousands of people now downloading it, so make sure you download it. It's totally free. You just need to click the link below in the description of this video and start using the free resources to prepare effectively, to save time, to find guides, strategies, and exclusive resources that can't be found anywhere else. It's just in the EOI Por Libre app, so make sure you download it because we've created it for you. Okay, and if you like this video, of course, please leave me a comment below. Anything, emoji, thanks, I'd like to find this kind of video, anything, because so this way more people can find us and benefit from it, and we're helping more and more people because that's our purpose. Okay, and of course, subscribe to the channel. We're going to be releasing one video per type of writing with specific tips, structure, paragraphs, how to introduce it, how to close it, and tips that you will be able to apply in your EOI exam. So make sure you subscribe to the video, you click the bell, you activate the bell so you'll be notified. And of course, keep up with the hard work and see you soon.